We have a very sneaky matchup made for the UFC Fight Night Hermansson versus Allen card in June. I must have completely missed this matchup being made. In all honesty, I was looking for a video to make, went through all the events and all the cards, and was like, all right, this one might be actually good. The very important matchup for the flyweight division. We have Amir Albazi at rank number 8, and a very interesting top 5 for the flyweight division. Kai France is number 3, so we'll see what happens there. This is going to be definitely be a little bit more important for an Amir Albazi trying to move into that top 5, and Kai France trying to rebound after that interim title loss against Brandon Moreno. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. This is going to be an early prediction and breakdown of this matchup. So we have Kai France versus Amir Albazi. Kai France 24-10, Amir Albazi 16-1. Kai France will be 1 year older than the 29-year-old Amir Albazi. Will be 1 inch shorter than the 5'5" Amir Albazi. Obviously in the same weight division, Amir Albazi will have a 1.5 inch reach advantage over Kai France in this matchup, and will have a 1 inch leg reach advantage in this matchup as well. Kai France's last few matchups was a loss to Brandon Moreno, of course, in the interim title bout. I believe he did lose to like a body kick or something in like the 3rd round. Very good win for Brandon Moreno. Kai France was kind of staying in there, made it a little bit competitive, but it wasn't as good of a performance as he probably wanted to. Beat Askar Askarov in a very good performance in that matchup. Looked really good against him. Before that, he did beat Cody Garbrandt, pretty much starched him. Cody Garbrandt moved down to 125 pounds, and obviously that was not good for him at all. You see him at bantamweight. Was not good for him at 125 at all. Completely chinned him and beat him there, and then beat Rogerio Bonturum by KO. I can't say that name for some reason. Amir Albazi's last few matchups, KO win over Alessandro Costa, I believe, in the 3rd round. Beat Francisco Figueiredo by rear naked choke. And then beat Zaglas Magilov, who is a decent prospect of his own in the flyweight division, by a decision there also. So this is a very big test for Amir Albazi. We'll see how this one goes. I think I might edge this one to Kai France because he does do really good against pretty predominant wrestlers. I don't know if the stand-up of Amir Albazi, even though he did get KO in his last matchup, I don't know if it's really as complex and evolved as a Brandon Moreno, who kind of has it all figured out everywhere. Is a very well-rounded fighter who's a good wrestler, and then kind of just developed that stand-up and looked really good there, especially against Kai France. Kai France did really good against Askar Askarov, and I know Amir Albazi is not Askar Askarov, but I think the fact that Kai France does a really good job defending the takedowns, and he is a very good stand-up fighter, I think this is the reason why I think it's going to be super close. I think it's going to be super close decision. I think it's just going to be based off of the output. I don't know if damage is necessarily going to be too important in this matchup. I just think whoever has the most output in this matchup wins it pretty much. I think Kai France will defend pretty much most of the takedowns from Amir Albazi. Amir Albazi, I believe, stood up for most of the fight against Alessandro Costa, took him down. I'm sorry, didn't stand up for most of the fight. Stood up for a part of the fight and then took him down, and then eventually KO'd him in the 3rd round. But again, he's used to relying on that wrestling. He's not going to be able to rely on it in this matchup for Kai France. So we'll see how this one goes. I think the fact that Amir Albazi doesn't have as well as a developed striking game as a Brandon Moreno, I think might hurt him a little bit, but I do think it's going to be very close. I think Amir Albazi just keeping it simple on the feet with Kai France, even though Kai France is a very good stand-up fighter, the takedowns being mixed in might even it out a little bit on the feet in general. So I am going to lean Kai France in this one. I do think Amir Albazi probably does win around here. I think it might be possible that Kai France wins this by split decision. If not, probably 29-28. But I do think Amir Albazi does make this extremely competitive. And I really like Amir Albazi. I do really think he's probably one of the best prospects coming up in the flyweight division, even though he is 29 and Kai France is 30 years old, which is kind of crazy. But even though he is only 29 years old, he is still kind of a prospect. He's new to that division, moving up. I think he is one of the better prospects in that division. Outside of what I think you can even say maybe he is a little bit better. Tatsuro Taira and Amir Albazi's kind of there. And then I have Muhammad Makayev kind of right under him. But he got a new wave of prospects coming up with a very interesting top 5 here. And he can very well win this matchup. So this is a very important matchup for him. I do think Kai France does get it done, though. I think he relies a lot on his wrestling, Amir Albazi does. And I think Kai France is just going to be faster. I think he's going to do a little bit more on the feet, mix it up a little bit more, not with like takedowns, of course, but just like the little bit of uniqueness that you get from a stand-up fighter that Amir Albazi obviously just training this kind of stuff will not really have at this point. So I am going to go with Kai Kara-France by decision. I think it might be like a split decision victory here. I think it's going to be super close. So that's what I have here. Obviously, my prediction could change by then. A lot of factors could change, obviously, with different rumors that we hear going in the fight week and all that stuff. But this one could definitely change without a doubt. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know who you guys think will win down in the comments below between Kai Kara-France and Amir Albazi. And I'll see you guys next time.